Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube? It's Final Tournament from Final Gaming USA. And today I just wanted to go through some footage, some gameplay, and kind of break down what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, and kind of explaining what's going through my head. And give you guys a few, I guess, tips, you could say, and just a different perspective and some different insight to kind of freshen up your mind and help you improve as a player and help myself improve as a player, honestly. And yeah, that's basically it. So let's get into it. All right, so to begin, I wanted to start off with this captain footage. It was, we were playing on border, and we were playing the second floor, and I was playing down below in, I think it's ventilation, to kind of stop the Bravo plant. And it ended up coming down to a 2-on-2, so I needed to rotate back to the objective. And on my way back, I come up the east stairs, and I notice on my right there's a hole in the wall. So I'm thinking I'm going to take that approach back to the OBJ. And we know there's a Twitch in Bravo, and then there's a Thatcher somewhere in the halls, kind of that area. I'm not quite sure where. And as I rotate back through the hole, it turns to a 2-on-1. And I kind of just pause where I'm at and kind of sit down by the printer and just kind of listen for a minute.
One friendly remains. You will be detected if you remain in this area.
Twitch was in
All right, so right here, I go to make a move on the Twitch, and I end up hearing the footsteps from Thatcher coming in the hall, and I get a lucky turn on him, kill him, turn back and pre-fire on the Twitch. And now I know she's in this fountain area, and I really don't want her to leave. I kind of have her pinned in. So I decide just to pick up an angle and hold. And as you can see, she tries to drone me out. And I end up moving because she sees me laying down. And I know that's where she's going to be looking. So I decided to stand back up and basically attack her from a different angle. So I guess the things I would take away from this footage is, as you could tell when I came back from downstairs on the east stairs, I took a different approach. You know, not a lot of times you're not going to expect people to come through where I came through the hole they blew. So just kind of think through where you're coming back from. You don't want to come from a predictable angle, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And the second thing is when the Twitch droned me out, like I said, I was laying on the ground. And I knew she was probably going to expect that I was laying on the ground. So after I shot the drone, I stood up and took her on from a different angle than what she was expecting. And as you can tell in the footage, she is actually pre-firing down low where she thought I was. And I'm not saying that's bad, but I was basically one step ahead of her by moving after I had been spotted on the drone.
I'm pretty sure she was still aiming down low.
All right, so some backstory on this next clip is I'm playing Zofia on Oregon, and basically it's a 3-on-4, and I started off in the small tower, and I saw my thermite over here pushing the kids' room, and I knew there was a cavi over, so I decided to rotate over and help him out to ensure the kill, I guess you could say, and prevent any interrogations or anything like that. And it picks up with me in this window, and he ends up going down by the cavi. And basically, I know she's in the rotation. I hop in through the window and end up taking her out, saving him, and it moves to a 2-on-3, I believe. And just because of that one play, you know, he could have got interrogated, and it could have ended the whole round. We could have lost right then and there. And we probably would have lost because then it would have been like a 1-on-4 and I would have been spotted. So it just wouldn't have been good. So the thing here is what I'm saying is it's always good to travel in pairs, you know, especially when you're clearing their roamers like that. You can always get, you know, refrags or end up saving your teammate's life just by playing together as a team. So now after that, I decide to rotate back down to the door in that little kitchen area. And the reason I do that is I know they have a mute jammer, or they used to, and you can see me check it, and it's not there. I call it out, I call that he can blow it, and then I kind of just pre-fire. You know, maybe I can get a lucky headshot, pick somebody off, you never know. And I call out the time, he's blowing the wall, and I end up holding for a second, and then I see this Ella run out on top.
Small tower.
And I call it out to him, and then I rotate over to give him some help. And I end up getting lucky, and I take her, and I really should have died by this dude down the hall. Like I said, I got really lucky. And I end up rotating back. He calls out that he's going in. I press. I know that guy's there because I just heard it, and I refrag for him, which is why it's important to be close to each other again. And I end up hearing this mute last second to the right, and I almost messed up really bad. My finger actually slipped on the stick, and I pretty much potatoed. So basically my tips for this clip would be, when you're clearing roamers like that, don't do it on your own, especially if there's a Caviera. Make sure you have teammates around. Play as a team. Use your mic. Call things out. And basically the major thing is just play as a team, you know. You'd be surprised how well communication and just being around each other and trying to work together can actually win games. You know, that's a big thing I've noticed when I play, is a lot of people don't have mics, which, you know, it sucks, but I I understand. But there's other ways you can play as a team just by, you know, pinging and just being around your teammates. And that's basically the thing I would take away from this.
Be careful, Serena. Serena has her.
All right, so for this next video here, it's comes down to a 2-on-4 on Villa. And I was just in the hallway playing on this cam, just kind of covering the hallway. And basically our team got wiped out super quick, and I needed to rotate back to the objective. And this is where I kind of made a mistake. I started running down the hall to get back, and I shouldn't have. I got very lucky that this Zofia had she had stepped in a lesion, and I was able to get that headshot on her. And then after that, I basically took cover in this little room, and I heard my teammates calling out, oh, they're in blue, or they're in astronomy. And I look up, check our rotation hole, see the Finca, get the headshot on her, hang out for a second, and I still hear blue, so then I start poking and pre-firing the Dokkaebi that was in blue, and I end up getting the wall bang on her, and that moves it to a 2-on-1. So now they ended up getting the plan off, and me and my teammate decided to split up, and then we get the call that she's outside window in bedroom. So I take some pre-fire shots as she goes around to the other side, and basically I do that just to kind of create the distraction or draw the attention back my way, and it ended up working out. Well, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys have any questions or concerns or want me to go over anything, just leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you. I plan on doing these in the future, so if you enjoyed it, please subscribe and be on the lookout for more content. Thank you.
Baby, good clamp.
Friendly destroy the diffuser.